What's up, guys? Want to talk a little bit more about this coronavirus stuff. Somebody comment down below if you've got information that's contrary to what I'm about to say. But it seems like all the numbers have been wrong on this deal. They thought there were 2 million going to die, then there was going to be 200,000, and now we're at 60,000, and most of those people are old. You know, the average age of death is 80 for this coronavirus, which, kind of interesting fact about that, that's 10 years older than the average age of death, which is around 70. So a lot of these people, you know, and when you say 80-year-olds are dying, typically those, you know, when you get to that age, you are susceptible to a lot of things. Your immune system's not as strong. You know, most people understand that. So a lot of these people already have underlying issues. And I think those types of people should definitely be quarantined. You know, stay home. You know, don't go to your grandma and grandpa's house. You know, get tested if you want to go and visit those types of people. But shutting down the economy, I thought up to this point we're kind of figuring out that was a little bit too much. But here you still got idiots out here talking about wearing a mask, and they're still talking about not opening up sports. Why? Well, let's open shit up right now. You know, these people in charge can't admit that they were wrong. They have to carry us around or drag us around through this shit, you know, and act like they were right to begin with, when everyone knows they were wrong. I just went to a funeral. Just come back from my great aunt's funeral. One of the best women I've ever known in my life, okay? But the reason I'm telling you is there were probably 30, 40 people there, and 2 of them had masks. No one believes this bullshit, okay? No one's buying it. And yet you still got people all over the radio, all over the news, talking about, oh, it's right to quarantine, and you need to stay in and wear a mask. And it doesn't matter if you're in a group of 10 or 50. You're still making contact with people. So you telling me those 10 people don't matter? Or that there ain't going to be enough people to catch the fucking virus compared to if there were 50 together? It's stupid. And yet we're still being dragged around and still being told to do dumbass shit that doesn't make any sense. I got into it the other day with a guy. You know, he thinks we should bow to everything the government says because he's a weak little bitch. But let's say you do think that we need to quarantine and wear a mask and all that. That's great. But do you think that 200,000 deaths in the entire world computes to shutting the entire world down, or shutting the economy down? Because now you've got 30 million people out of work, 30 million people on welfare. So those 30 million people that work, how many of those people you think got families and kids? So you can at least, I'm sure on average you could multiply that 30 million by 2 at least, if not more. So you got 60 million plus that are on the verge of starvation, poverty. Most of these people were middle to lower class anyways, living paycheck to paycheck. You shut all this down, because 80-year-old people might catch a virus and die. And yet, we're still playing to this stupid shit. I don't get it. There should be more people pissed off about this. The government's fucking telling us what we can and can't do, and everybody's just okay with that. What happens if something comes along and they want to make some shit up? Okay? They want to make something up and they say, oh, Jimmy's got whatever we come up with. And so we think we need to go and quarantine him to protect everyone else. There was a governor the other day, don't remember what state it was, but he come out and straight up said something they should have done was, if you tested positive for COVID-19, was they were going to take you from your home and put you in a hotel with other infected people for the protection of everyone else. Now, how about that? How about if they would have started doing that shit and said, nope, you can't stay home, you have to come with us? What happens then? Huh? What happens if you got this supposable virus, okay, but you ain't got any symptoms, you're asymptomatic, but because they said you tested positive for it, that now you got to go stay in a motel or hotel with other people that are infected with it. And guess what? It ain't up to you. That's where we're at, okay? And nobody hardly has any problems with it. And that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad and pretty pathetic. You know, people need to wake up. You know, I got into an argument the other day with somebody that, oh, well, my doctor told me this. So fucking what? Doctors are wrong all the time. Do your own research. What do you call it? Doctor that finishes last in his class. Doctor. Okay? Another thing, the problem with all these doctors and shit out here, especially guys that have been a doctor for 20, 30 years. Guess what? A lot of these guys don't have time to keep up with research and new shit that's coming out. Okay? They're still going off of textbooks they read 30 years ago. Okay? Doctors make mistakes all the time. Guess what the number one cause of death, or one of the top 3, I believe, causes of death in America is malpractice. Okay? Get that around your thick ass skull. So it's sad that people still justify something that's really not even that bad. They can justify shutting the economy down for this shit. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. If you think that your life is in danger, then by all means, please stay home. If you've got someone that is in the age range of people that are really affected by this, please stay home. Stay away from them. But why in the fuck would we shut everything down? Okay, I understand you want to do that at the beginning because you don't understand what's going on, don't know how bad it can be. But here we are. Middle of May. We've been going through this shit since March. And they've known it ain't that bad for almost a month now. And instead of just saying, you know what, we fucked up, let's open shit up now. No, we got to go through steps and stages. Anybody that's worked in the corporate atmosphere can realize that what's going on. Just like when you work in a corporate atmosphere, you get rules and regulations that don't make a bit of fucking sense. Somebody up that has no idea what the fuck they're talking about is just making shit up to validate their existence. Okay? That's exactly what the fuck is going on here. Putting rules and regulations in that don't make no sense. And yet we're all okay with it. Well, I'm telling you right now, you shouldn't be. Okay? Because one of these days, they could take it to the next step and say, oh, well, this certain type of people carry this certain type of germ or certain type of whatever. Let's say that if they get tested and that shows up, which it will because those types of people carry this, that it's a new virus or it's something new that is deadly to people. So we're going to test those people whenever they test positive, which we know they will. We're gonna make them go into a camp. We're gonna make them go into this motel and live there and quarantine them. Huh? What you gonna do then? What you gonna do if you're one of them people? And it ain't up to you. Because guess what? That's exactly how the government's acting right now. You want to go to work? Too fucking bad. Stay home. You want to open your business? Guess what? Too bad. You want to feed your family? Guess what? Too bad. Just like the lady that was cutting hair in Texas. Threw her in jail. Which guess what? They found that unconstitutional. And let her out. But you know what? She still had to go through all that shit. And so do you, and so do I. There's a whole lot of other people out there that never even made the news, that have no business anymore. Have to pay fines. So, you guys just need to be thinking about that. Open your eyes. Stand up. You know, get into an argument with somebody. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later.